Hello and welcome to the Franchise Minute. I'm Anna Wilds, the franchise economist. If you're new to the Franchise Minute, here's the format. In just a moment, we'll watch a 60-second video on today's topic, which is beauty franchises. Then we will have 15 minutes of live questions and answers. Just use the chat box or the comment section and put in your questions, and I'll be happy to provide the answers you came here to learn. So we will join in just a minute. What I'd love for you to do while people are joining in this live event is type where you're joining us from. I'm in Augusta, Georgia, so let's see where else we've got people from across the country joining us from. Okay, we've got the Philippines. Fantastic. Okay, a few more people are joining, but we're going to go ahead and show today's Franchise Minute video. Hello, I'm Anna Wilds, the franchise economist, and today's Franchise Minute topic is beauty franchises. And I'm here to tell you that beauty is big business. What type of beauty franchises are there? Well, let's start with hair, and in particular, hair salons for women, for men, for children, and for families. There are even hair salons where they don't cut hair, but they wash and style it. And the opposite of that, there are also hair services that remove hair with waxing and laser procedures. The rage right now are eyelash extension franchises where eyelashes are added. As you've seen for yourselves, there are nail salons galore. There are facial spas. There are medical spas. There's even a fast casual beauty spa with a variety of services like brow shaping and brow tinting. People want to look good, feel good, and they're willing to pay for it. I'm Anna Wilds, the franchise economist. Contact me to find the franchise that's right for you. What's very interesting is beauty franchises fall into the general category of what's called personal services. Other than fast food, the growth in the entire franchise industry is coming from personal services. And today's focus is on beauty franchises because there's such an important part of the growth that we're continuing to see in the franchise industry. One question we have that's come in is, what are some of the hottest beauty franchises right now? Well, there is a lot of creativity in the area of beauty franchises. What I'm seeing is there's a further segmentation of people who use beauty services. So we've seen just in the hair salon industry, the segmentation of men, women, children, families, of salons that do, full service color perms and all that sort of thing, down to, the blow dry bars or the dry bars that only wash and dry hair. So a lot of innovation there. And what I'm seeing is also bringing in more men, services for men. It's not unusual to see, a husband and wife, a couple's massage, for example. That's not beauty, but it's wellness. And so the same in beauty. So they're, mani pedis for couples and families, and even parties, like a girls' party or birthday party, where girls come in, get their nails done, get makeup, that sort of thing. So there's just a lot of variety. I think just for me personally, just a huge surge in the eyelash extension studios is really eye-catching to me. I had a friend who's retired, so she's, well into her 60s. She plays bridge, and she told me that someone at the bridge table said, "Well, has anyone noticed my eyelashes?" And it turned out everybody there that had eyelash extensions. So this is not something just for teenage girls, okay? This is a big market. It is just amazing. And you may not realize it, but eyelashes naturally fall out every 2 to 3 weeks. So people who want eyelash extensions are actually repeat loyal customers who pay cash. And what business owner doesn't like that? And so that's true with the hair salons. I mean, they're the budget salons. We call them the chop shops. And then they're the full service high-end salons, hair salons, and beauty salons. So just, it's all hot because people want to look good, feel good, and they're willing to pay for it. Okay, another question that's come in is how much money is needed for a beauty salon or a beauty franchise. Well, because they are salons or location-based, these are going to be a higher investment level than a service or mobile franchise. So for brick and mortar, we need to have about $150,000 of non-financed cash or liquidity on the part of the owner or the potential franchisee, and a net worth of $350,000 to $400,000 and up. These are like the minimum financial qualifications. And if you want to have some really good resources on funding a franchise, visit our website, howtoselectfranchises.com. There's a resources section and a really good section on funding that'll give you some great information. Okay. So how much money is needed? Because it's retail, it is going to be a little bit higher, as we've said. We've talked about hot areas being everything from birthday parties hosted at beauty parlors and beauty spas to, eyelash extensions and the segmentation to include men. There's actually a nice growth in barber shops or men's hair salons, where they serve beer, where they serve whiskey. We've all seen, where they just show sports on the TVs at each haircut station. So a lot of creativity and segmentation is going on. Excellent question that's now come in is, who makes good owners of beauty franchises? I want y'all to hear me loud and clear. It is people with strong business skills. That is who succeeds in beauty franchises. The role of the owner is to work on the business, not in the business. The people who own beauty franchises do not cut hair or do nails. They hire the stylist and the estheticians and the people who are trained to do the delivery of the services. The role of the owner is to execute the business plan, to hire, motivate, and lead a team and run the business according to the numbers. So people with strong business skills are who succeed with beauty franchises. All right, that's a really big point. It's who franchisors are looking for potential owners or for potential franchisees are not people who want to cut hair, okay? They're looking for people who are looking for a strong business model with repeat loyal customers that pay cash, that will come no matter who's in the White House or what's happening in the economy. That's right, even regardless of what's happening in the economy. There's something called the lipstick effect. Have you heard of that? What happens during down economic times with cosmetics and makeup, for example, is their sales go up. Now, why is that? It's because things like makeup, haircuts, and a manicure are affordable luxuries, and people will continue to have those services if they want to treat themselves or they want to look good or feel good. They will continue to do that. The things that go by the wayside when the budget belt gets tightened are things like travel and going out to eat. All right, these affordable luxuries like a mani-pedi or going for a couples massage, people will still do that as a treat for a special event. And some people just do it consistently. Like, I'm going to get my hair cut no matter what's happening in the economy, okay? No matter what. And actually, so the franchises that do well in the budget hair salons, they can actually see a bump in business during down economic times. All right, good question is, what is the average size by employee in revenue for these types of franchises? I'd love to answer that question, Jessica, and thank you for asking it. Here's the thing. Legally, I cannot give what's called an earnings claim. I cannot say, oh, if you go with this franchise, this is how much money you'll make. There's a process to go through if you're interested in a particular franchise, and you will go through what's called a discovery process. You'll be qualified by the franchisor, and you will be learning about the franchise to see if it's right for you. And during that process, you will learn directly from the franchisor the investment range. You'll talk to their franchisees. And in talking to the franchisees, you will ask them things like, what's your break-even point? What's your profit margin? How much money can you make in a business? So that does not come from me, a franchise advisor. It's sort of like going to a stockbroker or financial advisor and saying, if I invest this money with you, what kind of money can I expect in return? What is my ROI, or what's my dividend yield going to be? And they can't give that information legally, and neither can I. But I guide people through the franchise discovery process so that they can gather the facts and figures that they need to make a well-informed decision. And because there's so many hundreds of beauty-related franchises, there's just not one answer I can give about the size, the number of employees, the type revenue, and profit margin. And plus, I can't share that financial information, as I just explained, from a legal standpoint. So, Jessica, if you want to speak to me one-on-one about a particular interest in a beauty franchise, just contact me and I will work with you to find the right match for you based on your financial qualifications, your skill set, where you live, and all that sort of thing. The first step I take anyone through is to build their business model based on their preferences as a business owner. And once we construct that and we know what you're looking for, then I do extensive research on franchises and come back with matches. And then you're introduced to the franchisors and you go through that discovery process. Well, you'll learn and gather the facts and figures that you need to make a well-informed decision about a franchise. All right. And we have time for about one more question. Let's see if I can scroll and see if there are any others. I think there's one coming in, but I'm not quite sure. Oh, how much money is needed? I covered that. All right, very good. Just in closing, I'm going to thank you for joining us. There's big bucks in the beauty industry. Worldwide, the beauty industry is about a 500 billion with a B industry. America has at least a quarter of that market. Within franchising, there are, again, hundreds of beauty-related franchises. We are absolutely on that gravy train, and that's how I would have you consider beauty franchises. As long as you have the proper financial qualifications and the business skills to be successful as a business owner, you'll do great. Thank you for joining us, and come back next week, next Wednesday at 11:30, where we're going to talk about the economic forecast in franchising for 2023. You already got a tidbit today knowing that personal services are leading the growth in franchising along with fast food, but I'm not a big fan of fast food because they are super expensive. And I'll talk more about that later, but they're super expensive. Relatively speaking, their profit margins are pretty darn thin. And I just think that there are other options within franchising to help people create wealth and income. All right, I'm Anna Wiles, the franchise economist. See you next week.